is the last tutorial for my Suitcase travel album. Of course, I didn't show you all the pages I made because it would be like a very massive task, but I hope I inspired you to search for some unusual page layouts and you will be able to create your own albums using some ideas I gave you here. This page will be with a piece of acetate and I trim down the acetate to the size of the page. When it comes to high, width, no, the size from bottom to the top, but when it comes to the size from left to the right, I don't know, it's maybe 7-8 centimeters. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be any specific number because this will be like only a flap that will be the point of connection with the pictures. I trimmed the paper that is from travel book, but I will be using only the cover, only the pattern paper here, and I'm trimming the rounding the corners with the scissors. It will be a paper, a page base. My page is already in the album because I'm decorating the B-side, so it's all settled up. And I'm trimming, not trimming, scoring the piece of acetate to add a hinge that will be hidden behind the page. Before I will glue the page to the album, I need to mount the foil and the hinge so it won't be visible on the other side. And I had another oopsie here. I needed to glue it down, so I found a better angle to do it. And I'm trimming the corners too because they are pointy and I want them to be rounded with the scissors. And I am ready to glue down this paper to my album page. So I'm applying glue, but I will apply a strip of double-sided tape on the back of the hinge of acetate and I will add glue on the paper. This way I will be sure everything will be glued down perfectly. So it's important to mix glues along your projects. I don't always stick to one glue. I tend to change the glues or the tapes or whatever, depending on what I'm gluing down right now and how strong I need it to be. I prepared the pictures that will be on top of the page and I'm adding frames with Kraft paper on them, leaving a little bit of a frame around the picture. And at this point I didn't notice that the pictures are not exactly the same size. So the Ferris wheel picture is a little bit longer than the picture of me and my hubby, and I will notice it later when everything will be glued down, so I decided to leave it like it is. But in normal circumstances, if I would notice it earlier, I would trim the bigger picture to the smaller size, but it was just too late to do so. I need a second piece of cardstock paper to back my frame from the other side, so I'm using the pictures as a stencil. So I will have second exactly the same rectangle made of craft paper for each picture, and I use a pencil to mark it down. I'm trimming everything and it will be the it will be on the other side of the picture. You can see that I have something printed on this paper, but I don't mind because I will hide it between two layers. So we are gluing down the first picture and I'm adding a double-sided tape because I'm gluing them to the acetate. So wet glue would be much harder to glue down. It would take a lot of time to dry. Plus, I am not sure how long it would stay into the album. So I'm gluing everything down, and this is the point where I noticed the one picture is longer than the other and I was like what should I do? next. And I decided I won't do anything with that. I would just leave it like it is. I'm adding another piece of cardboard on the back, so you won't be able to see the adhesive on the back, and everything will be masked. And I can use the other side for some more pictures or some journaling embellishments, whatever you have in mind for this kind of page. I have three horizontal pictures that I'm going to glue down to the album page, and some of them will be overlapping the others, so just make sure you are not covering the face or some important element of the picture. I'm covering the sky, so it won't be any problem, and I'm ready to embellish the page. And that's it for this tutorial and for my suitcase travel album tutorials. I gather everything uh, into the list so you can watch them from first to the last one. Thank you so much for staying with me, and see you soon. Bye.